Hello and welcome. I am BA from the Wheels in the Sky site, and this is Astronomy for Gann Traders, Series 2, Part 4, called The Node. Alright? A new moon equals a solar eclipse, meaning a new moon produces solar eclipses. A full moon produces lunar eclipses. A solar eclipse must occur if the new moon is within 15 degrees 23 minutes from the node. A lunar eclipse must occur if the full moon is within 9 degrees 39 minutes from the node. Alright? There's a lot of controversy out there as to whether to use the true node or the mean node. Back in Gann's time, remember Gann died in 1955, back in Gann's time, they didn't have the capability to compute the true node down to the precision of what it is today. Therefore, they had to use the mean node. Alright? The true node produces much more accurate results. And remember, I'm into timing. I'm more concerned about timing. So I use, both in market astrology and in personal astrology, I use the true node. Okay? All the time. Years ago, I left using the mean node. Always use the true node. Let's talk about a little bit about this, because we need to understand the mechanics that lies behind this. Okay, we need to understand the astronomy aspects of this, and they are important. Both Gann and Jensen, in their writings, if you know what you're looking for, used the moon's node. Gann also produced something called the Gann Financial Table. Alright, very important. In this diagram that we have here, okay, we talked in the last lesson about the sun and the earth and how it traces out the ecliptic. And this solid line that the sun's tracing out is known as the ecliptic. Alright, as you are hopefully aware of, the moon also revolves around the earth. This is this slash line, okay? At the points of intersection, and there's 2 points called the north node and the south node. At these points of intersection, alright, is what creates the lunar north node and the lunar south node. These 2 points are always opposed to each other, and they go retrograde through the zodiac, meaning they don't follow the the planets. They move in the opposite direction. Alright, it's extremely important to understand this concept, because you need to. That's what astronomy is about, is understanding the basics that underlie the principles that these guys used. Alright, most astrologers just know what we're going to see here. This is what they're used to working with. Okay, this is the lunar north node here at 11 Capricorn 58. This is the lunar south node at 11 Cancer 58, always opposed to each other. And this is July 11th 2010 at 3:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we've got a new moon here. We've got it at both of them are at 19 Cancer 24, both the sun and the moon. And our rule states that new moon equals a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse must occur if the new moon is within 15 degrees 23 minutes from the node. In this case it was. Okay, in this case it was. Because the node is at almost 12 Cancer. So it's a little less than 8 degrees separation. This produced an eclipse. Alright. Now as we move forward here, okay, we want to watch these. As we move forward here, we'll have another new moon. Okay, let's go hours. I'll get you in close here on this. Right there, roughly right in this area. But as you can see, this is a new moon. Almost, it would be within a few minutes. And as you can see, it's over 30 degrees away from the node. Therefore, this new moon did not produce an eclipse. Alright? This new moon did not produce an eclipse. Now, I want to show you a full moon. This is a full moon. Okay? As you can see here, the south node is 11 Cancer 55, and the north node is 11 Capricorn 55. All right, and our full moon must occur within 9 degrees 39 minutes from the node, and in this case it did. Okay, it's a little bit about roughly 7 degrees off. Okay, and this is June 26, 2010 at 10:08 p.m. set for Adelaide, South America. Okay. And so, now remember I told you that these move in the opposite direction of the planets. Let's take a look at this. All right, these are increments of a month. All right, as you can see, watch this: 11 Capricorn 55, 10 Capricorn 37, 7 Capricorn 31. So as you can see, it's moving backwards through the zodiac. All right. Here we're almost, yep. Here we're in Sagittarius down here, the lunar node. This lunar node, as it is always, everyone focuses in on the north node. Okay. The north node has a binding effect in personal astrology, and the south node has a separating effect in personal astrology. I was debating on whether to put that in here because some of you aren't interested in personal astrology, and that's okay. But in financial market astrology, it's extremely important. Everyone references the north node because with a simple calculation, you can always acquire the south node. It's always exactly opposed it. All right. Remember I said that Jensen and Gann both use this? Listen to this. The result is a maze of data. There are 41 to 43 month cycles, the 4.5 year, 9 year, 10 year, 18 year, or 3 times 18 year for the 54 year affair. All of them are averages but acceptable by mathematical standards. For example, they locate several cycles of varying length, which, when averaged, come to 9 years, although none of the cycles were precisely 9 years of duration, but anywhere between perhaps 7 and 12 years long. So 9 years becomes a measure, and the thing never meets anticipation. Back to collecting data they go. The real core is apparent in the cycle of the node. Okay, that's what he states there. That's from Jensen. The real core is apparent in the cycle of the node. All right. Now, this is the W.D. Gann Financial Time Table. Okay. And this was written in 1909, as you can see in the top right-hand corner. All right. Back then, like I said, they did not have the true node. They only had a mean node. And so as time went on, they would be further and further off in their calculations. All right. So some of the newer stuff is off. However, okay, I will tell you, the key here is the financial timetable uses the node. I'm not going to tell you how it uses it. Okay, it definitely ties in with astrology, but I'm not going to tell you how it's used. But I'm going to tell you that the node is what's used here. All right. So as you can see, this interaction of the ecliptic with the moon's orbit, which produces the north and south node, is very important. Okay, both of these can be used. In fact, the north node is actually can be used with the square of 9. All right, if you know what you're doing. So the important parts here we've covered. Okay, it's up to you to do a little bit more research on your own. All right. And get this concept around your head, where these elements come from, how they interact, and we tried to show you that. All right. If you need more information, we're at www.wheelsinthesky.com, or visit our Yahoo site, Wheels in the Sky, all one word, and we'll see you there.